we, yes,
Oh, where's mommy?
I don't know. She's not up here. So we built essentially this, essentially the way to reach out via a double. And tested it yesterday. It worked. And yeah, it's pretty cool. So at this point, I just sent out to some investors that I had pitched on for Revita, and allowed them to set up a call or schedule with my computer's running very slow, and this is not good for crunch time. So, all right. So I just need to update some stuff. The prompt and user story should be fine, and then you're spending time in a professional. Um, of you expand capacity they have for engaging with more people, which in turn will lead to being more successful. Okay, so I think we're gonna have to create different doubles for different use cases, but for now, okay, so I didn't save. All right, so one thing that I saw that was really interesting was I forgot, because you forget these types of things when you're trying to move fairly quickly. I forgot to add time zones. And so, in doing that, people might think that a meeting is supposed to happen. So, if I go here to my, if I go here to my double me double to the scheduling link, if I select here, I don't have a time zone. So, so I need to add a time zone, essentially, is what I'm getting to. So, with doing that, I need to essentially say how many tokens do I have? Because I haven't been using tokens very much because I've been doing a lot of okay, 16 days, cool. I've been doing a lot of I've only used like 4 million or 7 million. I've been doing a lot of trying to reorient myself around some of the products that I'm building. And so in doing that, it means I haven't used as much tokens. But for this one, I think what I'm going to say is, can you add a time zone column in the meetings table? I think it's called the meetings table. Yep, table. The options should be Eastern, Central, Mountain, Pacific. I'm pretty sure those are the only ones that I need to be concerned about, because if anyone's scheduling a conversation with my double that is from outside the country, they can just add to Google in an area. They could just translate their time zone to us. So I don't need that whole time zone list. You know, the time zone list where it's like you're looking for Chicago, but then like there are three others cities that are right below Chicago. They're in the same like time zone. You're like, wait, should I pick Chicago or should I pick? Wow, that took a long time to render and preview. My computer's struggling. I need a new computer. That's part of one of the reasons why I wanted to go ahead and push Double Me out, because I really need a new computer, like badly. I'm, it's so slow, and it's a MacBook Pro from 2020, which you would think it wouldn't degrade that fast in 4 years and change. But when I got it, it must have been a dud, because it was already like kind of, it was the top of the line when I got it, and 6 months in, it was starting to slow down because I pushed my tech really hard, and yeah, I ended up getting a Google Chromebook just to like take off some of the load of running the things that I like to run. And I have like tons of like I intentionally have to keep my tabs low on this one, and I usually have like 50 tabs open. Like it's just not great. Okay, so can you add a meeting table time specific, and also below the, so what would that look like? So from a design standpoint, all right, right above suggest times. Yeah. So let's say also, what's the name of the component that it's in? I think it is here, and components, and the scheduling link. That's not it. It's schedule meeting modal. Yep. So in the schedule meeting modal, let's put it all together so it knows exactly what I'm talking about. You add the selection of these four options right above the suggest times button. Make them, can I do 4 across, do you think? It's going to be 3. Make them fit in 4 across. Make them fit in a design that is 4 across. I mean, we could do 2 large buttons side by side, like 1, 2, 1, 2, but I think that muddies it. I'd rather do like 4 across that fit underneath. and then so that someone can only pick one. All right, so we're going to try and add this real quick, and then we got to go into VS Code and make sure the backend logic understands that it needs to incorporate the time zone when making the call, which is so silly because I spent so long yesterday just getting the backend to finally make a call. And now I have to like undo it, which stinks. You know what just happened? Um, there's another one in here that I totally forgot. This one, I'm pretty sure. Nope. Creating a meeting modal. Yep, in here. Um, shoot. I don't even know. App. Getadouble.com. Um, is that right? Nope. Like, I don't even really know if the calendar has that on it. Below call type. Oh, PM. Okay. So below call type. Um, you also add the options to the create meeting modal underneath call type. So hopefully that'll add that. And then we'll deploy it. And then we probably have to spin up Claude because we need to figure out how. Well, maybe we can do it with just this. Okay, cool. Okay, new question. I just added the ability to select time zones, Eastern, Central, Mountain, good night, Pacific, and the front end. Now I need to make sure that the doubles will call at the right time for that time zone. How do I write that into the backend? Stop. Oops. I've already added the column with the correct variables in Supabase and attached it to the front end. It's hard to go from typing on a Chromebook to a MacBook because the keys are separated differently. So that's sometimes why you see me make a ton of typing mistakes. Oh, come on. Whenever you stop at mid-flow, it always messes up the first one. All right, so this is done. So I can probably shut this down, I think. Don't need GitHub anymore. Wow, my computer is dying because if I open this same conversation up on ChatGPT, it's already written. Base in the. Oh, you don't have my code base anymore. Oh, I'm telling you, this is like the best. Like, I'm so glad I built Unravel. The amount of times I have to go back and forth on telling it about like having it have updated information about my code base is so constant. Like, I mean, I want to like the next version of Unravel when I have time to build it. I want to have it so that it's automatically updating your code base. I don't know how I would do that, but essentially like tie into like maybe like a Google extension or something like that, so that you can update your code base like straight from here. You don't have to do this step that I'm about to do with Unravel, where you have to download your code base and upload it into Unravel, then download it as a PDF, then upload it into ChatGPT. Like I want the next version of Unravel to just be like, you take your code base, you download it from here, from right here, and then right up here, there's a button that just says upload to Unravel, and then you upload it, and it creates a new version from version control. It creates new context for the GPT, and then you can also click this button again, and it'll drop down, and you can ask it questions about your code base using Claude or Gemini 2.5 Pro or O3, I guess, because Altman said that he's coming out with O3 and O4 and GPT-5 this summer. So in the future, it'll look a little different how Unravel will work, because I think like this process, I do it often enough that it would be so much easier to do what I just told you. In fact, I've already started writing a Gem Prompt Framework doc on exactly what I just said. And this is not 32 pages. Dude, my computer is struggling. Holy crap. I've never seen it do this. Okay, so we're going to pause there for a second. Actually, let's go ahead and generate this. I have a feeling it's a screencast because right now I'm looking at my computer and it's saying that 20 minutes and 30 seconds is a 476 megabit file, and it shouldn't be taking that much on screen of your energy. I know I have it optimized so that the code base. I just want to make sure it's the entire code base, I guess. I don't think it is. Usually it's like 100 and something pages. Double me code base. I guess we'll find out when we ask a question that it doesn't know. Okay. So that's 369 over 2. I didn't make it so that it was optimized because before the first version of Unravel was doing unoptimized PDFs, and so I had to adjust it to make it so that it was correct. Okay, we have my code base. And the project files. Could I send you some of the backend code so that you know how we're already processing information for scheduling? Don't want to add in hooks on if I don't have to, and it seems fairly straightforward to just set the time based off the Eastern, what was it? Eastern, Central, Mountain, Pacific time zone blocks. Okay. Because I don't think I don't think it needs to go from the user standpoint. It doesn't need to go from the user standpoint. It's just time zone's flat. So if the time zone's flat, I don't know why. Call service. JS. 11 labs. Don't need that. Index. Probably just no. Index. Server. Yes. We'll see if that works. It probably won't because I don't know actually where the logic is. I'd assume it was call service. All right, so we'll keep noodling on this for a little bit, but this goes to show you kind of like how you could think about product, especially things that are using like voice AI phone calls. Like you kind of, it's very iterative as you're waiting on things to, um, cool, close anyways. Um, But again, see, it's trying to like force me into this like time zone America Denver. It's like, no, I don't want that. I want to work with it to be like, no, I want it to be kind of specific because I think that if you add too many variables, like you start to add complexity to the UI, and as we'll see in a second, and the UI from a product standpoint, if everyone knows the logic of what you're trying to do, you don't necessarily need to add that into the UI. Oh, it still hasn't done it yet. Shoot. What are you doing? Have you still not deployed this yet? Okay, I think yeah, this screen recording's loading on my computer. So I'll hop off, let it do its thing, and hopefully hop back in.